Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. We are here for our next match that we are covering on the channel of the Dubai Sevens. This one is a massive one, the final for their women's, and it is going to be Fiji taking on the in-form Australia. But Fiji, they are in form as well, which is why this game is going to be so exciting. We have seen quite a few good fixtures from both of these sides throughout their campaign so far, but it is going to be exciting to see how it does go. They are just showing there that New Zealand have been in the final in Dubai and they have won their last two, but New Zealand are not there for this one. But Australia, they have been able to win two finals. They defeated the USA and they defeated Russia in 2015 and 2017. So it will be interesting to see whether or not they can do it here. But the big thing is they are up against a tough Fijian women's side. These girls, they do not give up. And they were able to get themselves the bronze medal at the Olympics as well for Tokyo 2020. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do here and see whether or not they can pull off the upset here, because Australia, they're the favourites going into this match, that is for sure. But you never know what is going to be happening in these matches. But we are just looking through the starting lineups. Lily Dick, Shani Williams, and then it is Faith Nathan. Then Lefel Fakao Sila is the name there for Australia. Keslick, Ashby, and Hayes is the starting lineup they have decided to go with. Then for Fiji, they have got Nagasau, also Silikoviti. Then Donu Alunasau, she is a phenomenal player. Alunasau, watch out for her in this game. And also it is going to be Kavuru and Naimasi, and then Nakothi as the starting lineup. Bubba's game, mate, what's happening as well, says Shark Brain. It did end up getting cancelled, Shark Brain, about an hour or so before kickoff. They did say that they had cases in one of the camps, and because of that, it does mean that we aren't actually able to watch that game anymore because it has been well and truly cancelled. Who are you backing as well? Says Rishikesh. I would say it's hard to bet against Australia, but I know that Fiji can dig deep. And that is why they are not completely out of it, in my opinion. I think it is going to be within about 5 points or so. And Argentina, as I says, Claudia, she's very happy. Was Samoa versus Barbas cancelled? It was indeed. And also we've got the hey from Ellie Hills and also CC in the chat from Sebastian and Go Fiji Go. But now these two sides making their way out here onto the field, being led out by Demi Hayes here for the Australians. And it is going to be a massive moment for them. And it is Alunasau. Sorry, it is actually not Alunasau. It is Nagasau who is leading out the Fijians for this one, and High Shark Brain as well. And also we have got the, and yes, it is, as well, says Rugby Lover. So yeah, it is a shame that that game was cancelled, but they are taking the precautions that they feel that they need to be able to make sure that they don't end up with any serious cases, because I know that they had 4 players and 2 members of staff, which is not what they would have been wanting. But looking through at some of the results of these ones that they have had so far for Australia, they started this competition like a house on fire. They just kept on going, and they were able to get the win over the USA, 45 points to 5. Then the next game, they were able to win it 34 points to 0 over Spain. Next game after that, 38 points to 5 over Brazil. There's a bit of a trend happening, and that is a lot of points for them. Not so many points for the opposition until this game up against France, where it was 24 points to Australia, 22 in favour of the French. So they were able to get themselves all their wins so far, so they are sitting nicely. Fiji, they've been doing decently as well. I'm sure Fiji is a bit rusty, but well done to the Argentina men. I'm proud of the boys as well. Says Espok here, doing very well there, Argentina. But now we have got the Australian national anthem. That is a big shiner onto the face of Demi Hayes. She has got the black eye right around, and some Rugby Lover in there as well. And what a mess. This is half World Rugby can't even enjoy the Barbars game anymore, although the women's game, South Africa versus the Barbars, is actually still taking place, Shark Brain, on World Rugby's YouTube channel if you do want to check that one out. But now looking through at the fixtures that Fiji women's side have had so far, 28 points to 12 win over Ireland, then 28 to 26 over Canada. Now Russia, they were able to beat this side, 27 points to 19, and then 28 to 5 for the match up against Great Britain. So doing decently there for them overall. I'm blocking all trolls, including you as well. And the chat says Rugby Lover there as well. But yeah, we will have to wait and see how it does go for this fixture between these two sides, because both very strong and both have the potential of being able to win it. We can see there, Alunasau for me is definitely a player to watch out for in this one. And we have got the Fijian national anthem. Do let me know, ladies and gentlemen, who do you think will be winning this one? And it is going to be a very exciting one. The lineups, like I mentioned a little bit earlier on, I'm going to say it's either going to be Alunasau or it is going to be Charlotte Keslick, who does score the first try of this match for their respective sides. But it is going to be a pretty awesome one indeed. We will go like this, and we will go like this. We have got our scoreboard up, and we are going to be ready to go in a very short moment. The Fijian national anthem, it is awesome to hear it. The passion that this side have been able to show, and your video focus is out. I think it's like watching without specs as well, says Espok there. Is it? I don't know whether or not I can fix that. I'm not sure whether or not that did fix anything, Espok, but hopefully it isn't too bad. Unless it is just the quality maybe, but now They are just showing the Fijian side. They are well and truly hyped up for this game. And you know that they're going to be putting that passion out there on the field. You know that they're going to be firing on all cylinders to be able to try and get themselves a win here. Wonder what my prediction is as well, says Sebastian there. And also we have got there. Well, have a nice weekend, Hamish. See you again, mate. As well, see Sharp. We will see you later. And Steve, are you there as well in the chat? But now Fijian national anthem is finished. And now these two sides are ready to go to battle out on the field. This game could be a high-scoring one. Possibly could also have a bit of a potential of having maybe, it's going to be within about 6 points, I think is going to be my prediction there. I think it is going to be only decided by one try in this one, but it could be a very exciting game. And then Agasal there, you could see the emotion on her face. She absolutely loves the fact that she is out there for this game in Dubai. And now the Australian side, they look ready. Lily Dick there, she has been phenomenal as well. And Steve Sharp-Brain block me, so says Rugby Lover there. But Holly Davison, 78 matches for her. And she is from Scotland, and she is ready to go for this game as well. Hopefully it is going to be, like I mentioned, a high-scoring one between these two sides. They are both phenomenal at their sevens, and Australia, they weren't actually able to get themselves a medal at the Olympics, but now they will be hoping to get themselves a gold here going into the next stage, which is taking place in Dubai for the next week. But Demi Hay, she has got, like I mentioned, a massive black eye, and Nagasal there. She's going to be excited. Lunasal also out there. But now they are ready to go. And this game is underway, ladies and gentlemen. And also we have got there, Hamish, isn't it the national anthem? A pretty sight as well. ZZ Spock, it is indeed, mate. It is awesome seeing the passion that these sides have for their country when they are playing for them. But now it is in the hands of Fiji straight away, and they are going for the attack and run. It's going to be a good run straight away as well for them. And it was Alunasal was able to drive her way forward quite nicely. And Fiji, they have to make sure that they hang on to the position. We saw in that last game between Argentina and Fiji in the men's, they didn't really get the ball too often, Fiji, and it was costing them big time. That was a good run there from Nagasal, the captain. Now, once again, going to be firing it back across field. Looking for the step and passes it off. And this is important for Fiji. They just keep on going, and they are looking to try and get this win. That is Donu now round the side. It is going to be their captain, Nagasal, looking for the offload. Doesn't find it in the end. Still available for them. And Fiji, they were coming in, just one defeat for them in the stages up to this match. It is a great run there by Silikoviti, and now out on the wing. Oh, it was a big step attempt there, but it looked like she almost broke her ankle in the number 8 jersey. It was Naimasi. Very nicely done by Fiji to hang on to it. No, never mind. It is going to be the penalty there in favour of the Australians. Just leaving her feet there when she jumped over the breakdown. And 5 minutes, 46 left in this first half. The next game that we are going to be having taking place, you were very quick to reply, mate. I'm just taking my time to block both of us. There's Sebastian there. And also we've got this up, not much. And someone literally a second apart from each other as well. See Sebastian there. And the chat now, and it's going to be passed back, and it is going to be an attacking run here from the Australians inside their own 22, trying to build up. Charlotte Kaslik with a nice step, and she is going with the wide cutout pass there out to Lily Dick on the wing. It's going one-on-one steps nicely on the inside there. And she has been dragged down. The Fijiana defense is normally, I guess you could say it's very solid at times, but then other times they have been able to get themselves kind of breaking through relatively easy. Demi Hayes now down the wing, back in her pace, and she is going to be gone here. Demi Hayes, or is she? It's going to be a good foot race, but I believe she's going to get there. Yes, she does, and Demi Hayes scores the opening try of the match for the Australians. Here we go. We'll go like this, and we will go like this. It's going to be a relatively tough kick here for Demi Hayes, but she's done nicely to be able to score that one, that is for sure. And she picks up her 4th try of Dubai, the first one of this match, and maybe not the last as well, Kiwi lads. Can you tell, Seb? I'm not Sharp-Brain. I don't even care about them as well. There's Rugby Lover, but Demi Hayes, she is a brilliant player down the wing, plenty of pace, and in the end, it was Nakorthi just wasn't quite able to chase it down. Demi Hayes puts the ball down and scores the opening try of the match for the Australians. Tried to tap the leg there, Nakorthi, but just not quite able to get there. Shani Williams strikes the drop kick well. That's a very good conversion. Oh, it's just gone over the bar as well. So now it does mean that it is going to be 7-0 here for the Australians over the flying Fijiana side. Fiji will have to try and get themselves just a little bit more position, I would think, in the later stages of this first half, because they really need to try and shut down this attack of Australia. They've been strong. They are number 1 at this stage for a reason, up against the 6th-ranked Fiji. Oh, it's a knock on, and maybe that is why. It's now, unfortunately, Nakorthi just getting it a little bit wrong, and it will be Australia now who will have the scrum feed for themselves. But Nakorthi, unfortunately, just a little bit of a juggle there of the ball. Looks like it might be a little bit slippery out there, but then also you got to kind of factor in the fact that they will be very hot out there for these matches. Try Aussie as well in the chat from Sebastian there. 3 minutes 30 left of this first half. We are halfway through the first half, which is a quarter of the match, and that means that we are only 3/4 away from seeing the final between the men's sides, USA and South Africa. Now, nice offload back here. Charlotte Caslick now looking for the wide pass. Nicely done as Ashby. Cutting back nicely, Faith Nathan, and they are just keeping this passes, or keeping the passes going, I should say. Faith Nathan lined up, and she has been able to spin out of it. And once again, Charlotte Caslick now going for the cross kick. It's going to be sitting up for Lily Dick. She has been able to take it. It was hard work, but she has done it. And now she's looking at the corner, and she's been able to score it there, Lily Dick. Brilliant try for Australia, and they score themselves another. Now they lead by 12 in this fixture up against Fiji. There we go. It is the cross kick. It wouldn't have been very easy to predict that they would have been going for the cross kick in that position, but it was a great run in the end. And I believe it was Lifel Fakosilia who then went across to Charlotte Caslick, and she touched the ball about 4 times in a row there. She just kept on popping up, and then Lily Dick did well to be able to claim that ball. And then from there, she decided to score the try herself and try Aussie as well, says Sebastian. So at the moment, I said that it was going to be a high-scoring one, but I also said that it was going to be only separated by 1 try, so they will certainly need a try in a very short moment. I do see the match between the Barbarian women's side and South Africa. It is actually sitting at the stage. They are sitting 31-0 in favour of the South African, in favour of the Barbarians women's side. That one has not gone over for the conversion. 2 minutes left now of this first half, 12 points to 0 in favour of the Aussies. That one, no, that's not a great strike of the ball there. It's actually ended up not even going close to the 10 metres. It probably was struggling to go 2 for that one, but now it is going to be the penalty there for the Fijians. Taking the quick tap, and they need to keep this pace up for this stage. There's a good sell at a dummy. Nice inside ball there. And now hoping that they will be the next try scorers. Lily Dick trying to rush up, not able to make the tackle, which opens up the opportunity on the outside now on the right-hand side. Running hard, and it is going to be now. Oh, not able to find the offload there, Naimasi. And because of it, it is going back once again. And I've said, had enough. This is seriously ridiculous as well. Says Sebastian there. And the chat. And now 22 metres out from their own line here, Australia. They will have another chance for a counter-attack, I guess you could say there. Because they are one of those sides. I feel like they want to bring up 30 here in this game. And it would certainly be a statement if they were able to do so. But 1 minute left now of this first half. 12 points to Australia, 0 to Fiji. But the Fijiana side, they will not be too far away from being able to get themselves a try. Aluna Sal, also maybe Nagasal. Good options for them if they can find that ball in those ladies' hands. But now it's a beautiful little offload there. And Charlotte Caslick now passing once again. Her passing game is a very, very impressive. Faith Nathan now breaking the tackle as well. And Faith Nathan inside ball gives it to Charlotte Caslick. And not only is her passing game strong, but it is also very impressive when she got the ball in hand and she scores the try. And that is another one for the Australians. Moving it up now, 17-0 at this stage between these two sides. And it was a beautiful set piece. 23 seconds is all it took for them to be able to pretty much make their way up the whole field. Faith Nathan breaking the tackle. Brilliant inside ball there to Charlotte Caslick. And she had too much pace and was able to score the try once again there. So sitting 17-0 in the early stages of this game. There is still time in this first half as well. And try Caslick as well, says Sebastian there. Very nicely done by Charlotte Caslick. That one has missed. So it is going to be now 17 points to Australia, 0 to Fiji. And there is going to be one more kickoff here. And then we are going to be at halftime. But it seems like Australia more than likely will decide that they want maybe one more try to really put the pressure under the Fijiana side. Unless, of course, they decide just catch the ball, kick it out. But I think it benefits Australia to keep on playing here, try and wear down the Fijiana side. And they have already dropped the ball once again there. It did go backwards, though. No, it didn't. Did go forward, and that is going to be halftime now. Another handling error from the Fijiana side. So now at this stage, 17-0 at halftime. Good start to the match for the Australians. And Fiji at the moment, they are sitting on the 0. But that is certainly possibly about to change here in the second half. Hopefully we do get to see a few more tries from the Fijians, as they have been able to get quite a few in their recent fixtures. They did have that one loss to Russia, but other than that, they have been on fire in the early stages. But they are just showing there the USA warming up at the moment. They are getting ready for their battle that they will be having up against a very strong South African side. These two outfits are going to be probably just an absolutely awesome spectacle. The South Africans, they're looking ready. The captain there, Soya Zwapi, ready to go. And also Schroeder is a player for the USA, who I am very much looking forward to getting to see have an opportunity here up against a strong side. It's going to be a good game, and that is only just around the window, or just around the corner, I should say. At the moment, Ashby is in the huddle. She did decently in the first half. Probably one of those unsung heroes for Australia that doesn't really get too much recognition overall, Ashby, but does a lot out on the field. And now Australia, once again, will be hoping to have a very good second half. And also we have got there the try drive for Caslick as well. She's been scoring a lot of them. She brought up her 100 tries recently in the Dubai Sevens competition. And I feel like 200's on the way at the moment. She just keeps on going. But at this stage, and like I said, she will be hoping that her side can keep that stamina going, because it's going to get tough as this match gets further into it. The benefit that they have got is it is being played at nighttime rather than during the day, so you don't have that scorching sun just blaring down on you, but it is still not a very nice feeling when you are playing at about 30-degree heat, when you are just trying to find a way of cooling off. Like, the towels are definitely going to be required, showers after the match as well, just to really try and keep that body temperature a little bit lower. I know that in the matches in Tokyo, it was actually 2 liters of water each player was losing from running around out on the field, which is just an absolutely insane number. But now the second half about to get back underway here. Fiji sitting on 0, Australia sitting on 17. Will Australia bring up the 30, or will Fiji be able to fight their way back into this? We have seen bigger comebacks in the Sevens world, 21-0. And then a team was able to come back and get 26-21, although now it's starting to get a little bit rougher for them, because now it is once again available, and it is going to be Lily Dick down the wing. Steps nicely on the inside, drawing past here, Faith Nathan. Got a bit of space, but not really going to be able to go for a big shunt off there. And it's going to be Ashby with a beautiful wide pass. Shani Williams, she's got the woman on the outside. If she decides to use Demi Hayes, decides that she didn't need her, she's short of the line there. Tries to get up and go again. And it is going to be the try now for Demi Hayes. She does get it in the end. And Hamish S is short for Spring as well. Says for Xbox, so it is Springbok. I assume that isn't also we have got there. So that's the second and fourth place for Fiji. Quite disappointing for them. I imagine, yeah, they will not be happy with these results, but they will be. I guess the big thing is, as long as they improve heading into the next week's game, because it is going to be in Dubai, so you get a little bit longer to get used to those conditions. But we are seeing the slow motion here of Lily Dick's legs. I find it weird looking at legs in slow motion when they are running, because it always looks like there's going to be like an ankle or something that breaks there as well. We have got their try Aussie from Sebastian there as well. But I will mention, anyone who is new to the channel, be sure to leave a like. Also, subscribe to the channel, as we are going to be back for the match of the final. USA, they're going to be taking on the Springboks and what is going to be a very exciting one. It's a good drop kick attempt, but just away to the left-hand side. So it will remain 22-0 here for Australia. They are looking very sharp up against this Fijiana side. And Australia, that's the thing, from start to finish of this competition, there was only one slight hiccup up against France, where they did win it 24 points to 22 in what was a very good battle. But other than that, they have just been on fire throughout this one. They always only let their opponents score 1 try or less in those other games that they have played. And that is something that has been certainly helping them. But Shani Williams now going to be kicking off this one for Australia once again now. Looking long, and it looks like she will be putting this one high up into the sky to be chased by Lily Dick. Taken nicely there by, it was Namasi now. Once again inside of their own 22 here. Fijiana just having a little bit rough there. There's going to be Aluna Sam now cutting back on the inside. Not quite able to get through, and now might be a little bit of space opening up here for the Fijians. Good tackle there from Faith Nathan. Once again, firing it back. Aluna Sau gives it off to the first receiver, which is the captain there. Nagasau now on the outside, trying to just find that space, trying to find that gap in the Australian defence, and it's just not quite happening there. And there's going to be Naimasi now shut down quickly. And that tackle, once again, going back across field. Aluna Sau decides to go for the draw and pass option, trying to cut back up the middle now, Fiji. Australia with the counter ruck. It was Shani Williams trying to take her out. Still available for them, though. And it will be now the replacement here, which is Marini. I feel like I pronounced that very badly. Go Fiji as well, says Goku in the chat as well. Welcome into the live stream, mate. It's great to have you here. Now, once again, going to be passing the ball back for Nkothi. On the halfway line, it's a handling or a hit the head, so it is play on here, but then accidental offside. So it does mean that it is going to be Australia now who will be taking the quick tap. Looks like Charlotte Caslick will be going for it as well. And Springbok, do you think Springboks will beat, South Africa will beat USA later as well? And that game we are going to be covering it on the channel, and it does kick off. It's pretty close to that game taking place. And also we have got the Hamish. How you doing? By the way, do you know what the final score was between France and Spain was earlier as well? Says Adam, was it the men's or the women's? I assume it was the men's, if I'm not wrong. But we'll have a quick look through see if I can find it, because I don't think, do the women's have, oh, they do actually have the Spain in the women's side of it. So I am looking through. I'll see if I can find it for you, mate. Spain versus Ireland, I do see, but that isn't the one that we are after. They actually lost to Ireland 31 points to 14, if we're talking about that women's as well. So their first game, they have got, that one's gone forward there, and it is going back. So their game up against, we got up against France. They did have the 31-0 up against France for their very first fixture of the competition. Hey, Sebastian, how you doing, brother, as well? And the chat, and don't be modest, you love looking at legs as well. Says Springbok there. I assume that was about my slow motion comment. I always, like, that's a weird thing. Like, I always find it weird. Like, even looking at like a slap in slow motion or high five in slow motion, it looks like everyone's fingers just all break. But really, it's just like weird that the body like contorts in a way that does make it so that like high fives are normal. You know? Oh, yeah, it's got the, yeah, I know. It seems like there's a lot of them at this time of night as well. And also South Africa have the experience in the finals. They know the pressure and will take it as well. And also 2 in a row, they have been able to win for themselves. Now Fiji once again going to be driving their way forward. Can they get a try here? Would be great to see for them. Now dragged down once again. I did go backwards there. And now trying to break through Aluna Sal. Finding the offside. Finding the offload nicely. 2 minutes 38 left of this match. The last time we will see Fiji and also Australia play in this competition this week. But then next week we do get to see it all again. Great attacking run there from, I believe it was the number 5. She's got up and gone again, unfortunately, there. So that is going to lead to the penalty in favour. And it was the not releasing, I believe. I want to make sure I say the right name, but it was Davua who was there. But now Demi Hayes with a bit of a step on the inside there. Oh, it's intercepted there. And Fiji are going to score their first try of the match by the looks of it. Or are they? Tell you what, she is right there. And that is brilliant work from Demi Hayes. She didn't even let her get 20 metres and was already cutting her off. And no France bronze as well. Did Russia win their bronze medal match too? They did indeed. I believe it was 35-0 or something along those lines, or 40-0. And that's a penalty there to Fiji. What great defense from Demi Hayes, though, to be able to get straight back there. And before she even made it, it was a quick break. And she was able to cut her off before she even got to the 22. That's now the try for Fiji. And it is going to be Nkothi, who has been able to score a nice easy kick as well for them. So Fiji gets something on the board for this match. Consolation try, they are saying. But maybe, I mean, at the end of the day, there's still a minute 30. Maybe they can get themselves another one and make it a little bit closer here as well. Will the polls stay the same next week? I believe it's all done off the seeding, isn't it? If I'm not wrong. So I think it might actually change a little bit depending on how it is. But I'm sure they will announce it at some stage during the week. But we will be covering as many of those games next week as we can on the channel as well. So anyone who is new, should hit that subscribe button. And we are going to be covering the final match of the day. And that is going to be the men's match between USA and also it will be the South Africans. We have got there Try Viti as well. Says Sebastian there, and it has been kicked off. Fiji actually deciding not to take the 3 points due to the fact that they want to get themselves a couple more tries here in quick succession. They're going to be kicking off this one now. And there is currently still quite a difference in the scoreline. They are going to need themselves. Oh, sorry, it did actually go over. I was wondering what I was talking about there. It did just update the scoreboard. So they were just a little bit late. There we go. Fiji are sitting on the 7 points. And also we have got there. Well, I'm extremely happy for them. And go Russia. Hope they can make the cup final next week as well. They're certainly a tough side, the Russians. I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do. That is for sure. Also, Spain impressed me for the men's side of it here. And they were actually able to get the win over the USA. Also had a very good win over Canada. But now Lily Dick once again with the step goes on the outside now. And Ashby almost breaking her ankle, but she has gone down to the ground currently. 20 seconds left now in this game for Australia. Now, the big thing is, will they kick this ball out or will they just keep on fighting? Kaslik now almost tackled low, finds the offload. And now once again out into the hands of Lily Dick. Inside ball, nicely done. Outside ball back to Lily Dick. And now Ashby just through the hands there. And it does mean that it is going to be either the line out or the scrum feed. It is going to be the scrum feed here for them as well. But that is going to be the siren that we can hear. So it is the final play of the game now between these two sides. 22 points for Australia, 7 for Fiji. Can Fiji get themselves one more here before we head into the final between South Africa and also the USA? Do let me know your predictions for that game as well, ladies and gentlemen, because we are going to be transferring straight over to that live stream as soon as that match does kick off. But we have got one more play here in this one first, and then we are straight into that final. It's going to be an exciting one, that is for sure. And there are so many games happening all around the world. We've got the Gallagher Premiership, URC, you name it, it is happening at the moment. Top 14 as well. Plenty of games happening there. Yeah, the unpredictability of the 7 series. USA lost against Spain, and now they are in the gold medal final. Yeah. Or sorry, the gold final, I should say. But yeah, that's a big thing. They chose their right moment to peak the USA. They were having not the best run, but then all of a sudden semi-final and quarterfinal came around and they were able to win both of them, including knocking Fiji out. That's going to be a great run there from Aluna Sal. Big contact on her, though. Still available for the Fijians. They have not given up in this one yet. They want one try on the board and they are working hard to try and get it still available for them. Passing it back once again, it is going to be the captain, Nagasal. Now with the ball in hand, tries to step, going to be trying to fend off as well, but good low tackle on her. That's going to be a knock on, and now it's going back, kicked into touch there. And Australia win this match, 22 points to the 7 of Fiji. So they have been able to get themselves the gold once again. Now they have got 3 in their last, I believe, 6 competitions here in Dubai. They have been able to win 3 gold medals. Or sorry, 3 golds. I keep on saying medals. I'm too busy thinking about the Tokyo 2020 games we have. Let's go there. What was the final score prediction? Or sorry, final score between France and Spain in the men? Because I stopped watching when I thought they were going to lose as well. Says Aiden, between France and Spain and the men. I will have a quick look, mate, to see exactly what it was. France, they were able to win it 28 points to 26. So France just snuck it in the MLS. Thank you all very much for tuning into this live stream. We are transferring straight over to our next one where we will be watching the live final of the match between USA and also South Africa. But thank you all very much for tuning in. If you are new, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you all